Well, alright, alright, alright. Welcome to another one of BumpmyStump's World of Tanks console replays. I'm in the FV4202 on Pilsen, platooned up with Josh, Duran Gray, or as he is known now, Vitrolix Crux 91. Talk about weird names. He's in his Leopard. We're on Pilsen, which is a map that, you know, once in a while, World Gaming gets it right. And this is a map that can be played good by heavies, can be played good by mediums, can be played good by artillery, can be played good by lights. It's just a really good map. One of the better maps that I like anyways. And I haven't played it that much, but I know that, you know, what little I've played it, it's a really good map. So, we're going to see what kind of chaos we can get into here. Tier 10 game, of course, because we're in Tier 10 tanks. So, you know, about half Tier 10s, the rest Tier 9s, and a couple Tier 8s at the bottom. Josh is going to push up really quick. Leopard, he's just gung-ho G.I. Joe. There he goes. Jumper out there, Josh. And spots, I don't know, 4 or 5 people, and then decides, reverse. How does he get away with it? I don't get it. If that was me, I get one-shotted by the artillery or something. And he just gets out there, out in front of everyone. Doesn't get a scratch. And now I'm stuck on the other side of this post. This wall. I'm right against the edge of the map. So I can't go anywhere but left. And left is a wide open hole, which is bound to have a few tanks shooting through it. And I'm like, I need to be over there. You know, I won't be able to make it over there. He'll be able to drive up, back up, and everything else and not have a problem. But so I'm thinking about getting in the corner here and going up on this little rock mound and maybe using the gun depression to shoot, but screw it. Yo, Joe, here I go. If I get shot, I get shot. Nope, and I make it. It's a miracle. Not a scratch. Yo, Joe. And then I'm still not at home, though. I'm still not home because here's another big wide open spot. I'm thinking, oh, shit. But once again, I make it. Not a scratch. So, looking good so far. Been detected. Josh is putting up there. He's going to put one in, I think it's an IS-7. Doesn't do any damage. And I'm like, I'll get it. Hey, who put that fucking light post there? Jesus. Chris Mutzi. Alright, come on out, IS-7. I stick a 345 into him and he bounces off me. Bounce, baby, bounce, but bounce, but bounce. Get a jiggy, jiggy bounce, baby, bounce, bounce. I'd be a little upset if I was the IS-7 driver. 30 meters away and bounce off the front of a medium. Here comes a Holland Hound. He's blazing. And now he's blazing in 363 less health than he had. He was motivating. Now he's not so happy, I'd imagine. But, you know. Yeehaw. I'm going to try for a shot in the turret of the I-113. And I don't think it would have gone. But I was just trying to get a quick shot in this so I didn't get shot from someone. I bounce off the IS-7 and guess what? He bounces off me too. Here comes a chieftain. I take a 331 out of him and he manages to track me. All these heavies coming out and can't do any damage. I won't be laughing for long though. Tracks up. Josh is back. Hey buddy, what's up? Ugh, Tiger 2 down there, and I make a mistake right here by pulling out way too far. I want that shot on the 113. Ugh, screw it. Ah, bad. And I turn the turret, which is a second mistake, because he's out of dodge by then, and then there's the 113 showing up. And then guess what? Tiger 2 gets another one in me, so that was a horrible, horrible play on my part. That was, you know, Bush League, or whatever you want to call it. That was Noob League. And I was focusing on the Tiger, and the Chieftain's allowed to put another one in me. Oh my god, I went from being happy to almost dead. But guess what? Bounce. 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 So we're happy again. This next shot, though, kind of pisses me off. This shot, I think, seriously, at the angle I'm at, should never have sunk right there. Never. Although I did take a 394 out of the Chieftain, but his shot should not have sunk right there. The angle is just so not, it just shouldn't have gone. I tell Josh at this point that I'm in some trouble, But at least the chieftain bounced off me there. So, and that was close to the same angle as I was before. And it worked there, but it didn't work before. Chieftain pulls out, and instead of taking me out of the game, puts a shot into Josh. And that was kind of a bad decision, Chieftain. Because you should have killed me. Because Josh still has health, I still have health. So now you have two guns still shooting at you. Josh is playing cautious over there behind the thing. I'm looking at the E6. I don't get him. There's a chieftain though. I'm going to come back. And this will never go. But I track him. And I'm thinking I'm coming back up. Josh is still playing possum. Josh is telling me he's looking at him. This should never go. This is a bullshit shot. Wargaming. See, when it's bullshit on my side too, I'll call it. That was a bullshit shot. That should have never gone at that angle. But, you know, RNG, whatever. Check behind us. Nothing behind us as of yet. Indian Panzer takes a shot at Josh. I'm going to come around the corner and finish his game. 49 gets him out of the game. Bounce a shot from behind from the 113. Josh puts a 445 into a 415, and I finish him off with a 97. He's out of the game. So now it was 2-on-6 there for a second or two. Now it's 2-on-3, so doing much better. Josh comes out, finishes him off. And then the Emil's coming. Here comes an Emil. I think he wishes he didn't come this way, because there's going to be a 1-2 punch that he's not going to recover from. And I bounce again. Bounce, baby, bounce, but bounce, but bounce. So now it's 2-on-1 the other way. So we went from 2-on-6, or 6-on-2 to 2-on-1. Just artillery to kill. You're going to see we both load the high explosive, because we're thinking artillery, hey, one of us should be able to kill him. Yeah. You know what happens on this. 2 shots fired at the artillery. Neither one of them does any significant damage. They only do splash damage, basically. There you go. I end up with a 152, and Josh ends up with a 168. So he still has 130 health left. And this should finish him off right here, though. But yeah, that's just total bullshit. Total bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. Mission accomplished, though. Victory. V for victory. Bounce, baby, bounce, but bounce, but bounce. I'm not going to go through all the figures. I guess I could go through some of them. I guess. We'll get to the end of the game. I'm not going to go through the actual roundup of all the tanks, though. We end up with 2,500 damage. 4,168 XP with a multiplier. 2,592 for damage dealt. 2,980 is what I blocked. Josh ended up with 1,519 for base XP on 5 kills. I ended up with 1,306, 4 kills. He did just over 4,000 damage. I did just shy of 2,600 damage. So, you know, we ended up with, I ended up with Steel Wall Spartan, and we ended up with Brother in Arms, which is pretty cool. It was a good game. It was a fun game. We logged on that night just to say, hey, let's play a few games, and this was the first game we had. So, and then actually, Wargaming, I mean, World of Tanks, whatever, it goes in spurts, because this night we played for like 2 hours, and we had a few iffy games here or there that weren't too good. We had a few that were average, pretty good, not great, but pretty good, and then we had a few that were pretty damn good. You know, we log on a week later, and we can't get a game that's even remotely good. So it's just weird how this game works. I don't get it, but, you know, it is what it is. But this was a fun game, and it was exciting, and it was quick-paced. And the 1-2 punch towards the end, you know, us taking out the rest of the team. We didn't carry the game. I wouldn't say we carried it, but we definitely won the game for the team at the end. You know, 2-on-6, we definitely could have died. We were both one-shots. So a little bit of RNG help, a little bit of skill. A little bit of skill sprinkled in there, but mostly RNG help. And we ended up pulling it out. So it's not too bad. It was pretty fun. Now, from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post bonus material time. So I decided to do a split screen of this because I thought it was a pretty cool. The perspective is pretty cool when you see both sides. I'm not really going to talk too much in depth about every shot or anything now. Just kind of generalization, I guess, with Josh. Just, you know, drove up there, like I said before. Drove up there, got spotted, 4 or 5 tanks in front of me, nothing hit him. And I'm just, like, ticked off. And seriously, I was ticked off in the game. And I was sitting here being like, oh my gosh. Whatever, man. But, you know, you'll see. Eventually, as I stated before, I get out of the situation. But I decided to do a split screen like this. My capture software wouldn't allow me to do it. Well, not my capture, but my video editing software. And I'm really comfortable with the one I have. It has some quirks. I don't love it. It's a Roxio program. But it seems to work okay, and plus I have all the templates made for my games. So I don't have to remake the template every time. You know, it's stuff like that. I hate to redo it. So I couldn't get it to do it. I upgraded to a newer version of it, because it stated that it can do split screens. I still couldn't get it to do it the way I wanted it. It can somewhat do a split screen, but it's just not right. Or I haven't figured out how to do it right. So instead I did it on my desktop with desktop recording software. So you'll notice that this isn't as smooth. It's capped at 30 frames per second, which kind of sucks when things are going fast. But it's the best I have for right now. I wanted to get this game out. It was kind of cool. Oh, there's my bounce on the IS-7. As Josh saw that bounce, and he's like, "Eh, I'll go. I'm gonna circle him. You got this." And then he comes over here, and his thoughts were to circle around the building and get that IS-7 and the 113 in a crossfire. Well, there was 2 tanks further to the right there, so he can't do that. There's just no way he can do it right now until he whittles down those tanks. So that's what he's doing, sitting here shooting at him, trying to get him whittled down. You know, I do have a big tank with me now, so if I play smart, I should be okay. Josh puts another hit into that guy. Critical hit. So you'll see, you know, it's kind of cool seeing what's going on from both of our perspective. He sees that his guy right there is pulling out in front of him. So he's like, okay, his teammate, he's going to come back here with me. That's where I bounced the IS-7. No, that's where I got tracked. I was watching both screens, sorry. He comes to save the day. I'll save the day. And I'm like, dude, I ain't even lost any health yet. I'm fine. And I was laughing my ass off because you get the IS-7 to bounce twice, the Chieftain to track me. I'm like, this is awesome. I don't have these kind of games. Josh puts a pretty good shot into that guy, took him out. And here's where I make a mistake. You can see it from Josh's perspective. He's trying to cover me. But he was trying to cover. And I screwed the pooch on that. I just wasn't where I should have been. I should have been backing up. I knew I had tanks on both sides of me. I should have never turned the turret like that. I should have just backed straight up. It was bad play on my part. I know when I play bad. Ooh! Bounce! 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 And you'll see Josh on the other side. He's now trying to get around, see if he can get to the spot where he can start putting shots from this side. Sticks one right there. I think it's a 113, or is that the Tiger 2 rather? But they're both coming over this way. So he's like trying to just cover our flank at the moment. And I'm still duking it out with these guys over here. And at this point I told him, hey, I'm down to 45 health or 84 health or whatever it is, 84. So he starts scooting back. Puts one into that guy, but it bounces. I think it went over him. But he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just lost the tank. He puts one into him, though. Takes one for his troubles. But he's going to try to face him down and get one into him right here. Ends up tracking him, doing some damage. So that's good. I don't know why the guy come out and put one into Josh instead of me, like I said before. If the guy had just come out and shot me, it would be Josh versus him instead of both of us. That's where I screwed up and didn't shoot him. And Josh was like, dude, you had a shot on him. That was my screw up again. I understand 100%. But I'm going to redeem myself right here. Like I said in the other video, this shot is a bullshit shot. This shot should never go. It just shouldn't go. At that angle, it just... In the computer version of this game, at that angle, that doesn't go. Right now it's 2-on-6. 2-on-6. 2-on-5. Okay, nothing behind us, so we're all set. I'm going to get this guy right here. He just shot at Josh. Josh put one into him, so I'm going to come around. This is where I take him out. And the 113 comes out and says, I'm going to get him. And then it bounces. Oh, that is so hilarious. The amount of bounces that this tank produced in this game is just... I could have a mouse out here and I wouldn't get the amount of bounces I've gotten. RNG was definitely on our side. And here we go. Here's the Emil. We'll get to see this from both aspects right here, which is kind of cool. From both sides. You know, he comes out and just gets 1-2 punched. And he bounces off me. So it's really, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. A little different. I haven't done one of these before. But the game was, I mean, I've had a lot of games where I've wanted to do a split screen and never did. And this one was just, it was so fun that I was like, screw it, I'm going to figure out somehow. And it's been sitting here for a couple weeks now because I just didn't want to do it the way I did it. I wanted to do it with actual, you know, editing software instead of doing it like this, but this is the way it's going to get. The frames per second kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is, right? Hope you enjoyed it. There's the last shot, takes him out of the game. Hope you enjoyed it. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what I did right or wrong, and remember, when you're on that battlefield, shoot the red.